I'm back with the second part of growing up Mexican and gay, and I need to stop looking at myself. Again, this is just my experience, and also I apologize for this like crumpled ass fucking shirt. First, not only was it a struggle to grow up as a boy, you know, that has its own struggles. I'm not saying it's the hardest thing in the world now, no, but also like a brown Mexican boy, that kind of just, you know, kicked it up a level, you know. And then on top of that, you just sprinkle on a little bit of rainbow flags into the equation, and you get not the Powerpuff Girls, but you get me, which is better. I grew up with a lot of machismo around me and a lot of toxic machismo males in my life, and that led to me burying, hating, and abandoning certain parts of me that just didn't make sense in their world. To me, it's amazing to hear about how other people grow up with like a lot of acceptance and love, you know, and how easier they had it compared to just like my experience. Because for me, like just where I'm at now, I've had to rip and tear and just shred these layers and layers of shame, layers of learned censorship, and it's been a journey. It really has been, and I'm really proud that like I've gotten to this point. And like, look at me, girl, I'm going after my dreams. If my 15-year-old self that came out to my dad, like, oh my god, if that version of me saw me now, I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't comprehend it, wouldn't believe it. So my dad, uncles, and not only that, but the patriarchy doesn't just affect men, it affects everyone else. So also like my mom and the women in my life, just everything caters to that, the head of the household, which is like the father, right? When they see as you being gay or feminine, just anything feminine women, feminine men, feminine products, colors, anything feminine is so the worst thing ever. Like, that is the worst thing you could be, or the worst thing a thing could be. I experienced that just like many other people, and I'm a feminine guy on top of being...
Are you homosexual?
So imagine growing up to a lot of these like bros that, you know, and just hearing, to me, what really like hurt me the most, or really affected me the most, was just hearing these terrible things not only being said about women, but also being said about gay people and what gay people deserve, and just slurs and just disgusting things, disgusting. And now that I can see, you know, I see it, and I'm just like, oh, why are you a grown-ass man and you're saying all these things and you care so much? I'm just like, girl, are you hiding something? Like, why do you, like, what? Like, why is it that men love to be haters and shit? And I'm like, girl, that says a lot about you than it does about me. Let's be fucking real. Growing up, that was something that really hindered me. That got to me. And girl, it took me a long time to get to where I'm at now. And I'm still on that journey. So the second thing about growing up Mexican and gay is that I literally remember from kindergarten, like those first 3 years of elementary school, I just remember boys, which is like insane to me, kind of. But honestly, I remember like boys, I don't know. And it wasn't until 3rd grade I got bullied and I learned the words and I learned what it meant to be what I am.
I'm homosexual.
Anyway, so imagine like being 5 to 10 years old and then realizing that apparently everyone had a meeting and decided that it was a sin, that it was disgusting, that it was this, that, and the other thing, and your mom was a hoe. And I mean, so imagine being 5 to 10 years old and just like realizing that, like, what the fuck do you do? What do you think? And especially when, like I said, growing up, I didn't have those people to tell me, no, don't listen to them, that's not true. No, you are loved anyway. No, that's not a bad thing. If I had that in my ear instead of what I did have, I would have grown up such a different way. I would have maybe gotten to this point a lot younger, and I would probably be something else. I don't know. So not only that in terms of sexuality, but then you add the extra layer of being first generation Mexican American. So I also had the extra layer of having to learn Spanish and English, having to be my parents' translator at appointments, and even like with teacher parent conferences, just stuff like that. And it meant that I had to learn adult things and to understand how things worked instead of getting to just play or just be a kid. Meanwhile, everyone else was just being a kid and having fun, shits and giggles, I had to ponder about sexuality and what that meant. And also, you know, how to make off doctor's appointments and learn about all these different things, and just like growing up too fast. And I remember like throwback to when Lorde came out with her iconic album, and everyone's now streaming Ribs, and I'm like, bitch, I've been a Ribs fan. I've been a fan of all. Anyway, we're not gonna talk about that. But it felt good to be seen as like, you're that wise soul, or you're very mature for your age. Back then, we didn't get it, but now we know that that's not really a flex. That just means that we were traumatized at an early age and we had to grow up really fucking fast, and that's actually really unfortunate. But it's okay. It's okay because we made it through, and we're nurturing that inner child now. We're making it work, bitch. Lastly, my third point is facing and understanding what God means to you. I had to truly look deeply within myself and decide what it really was that I believed in. Growing up Mexican and gay, you do have to confront, you know, your spirituality, your beliefs. What do you believe in? What do you not believe in? You're being told by not only like a certain religion, but by other people that you are broken, that you're flawed, etc., etc. Insert here. You kind of have to really grapple with like, is it true? Is it not? What will I believe in? I feel like some people just kind of go with the flow. They don't question it. They just accept whatever it is that has been thrown in their face. And I feel like I didn't grow up like that. I really had to think about it. I really had to dissect it and really had to challenge it, because what was being said and what was being discussed was just not what felt true to me. And deep down, I knew I was different. And maybe that's why I always had the motivation to do everything and be everything, so that I could be accepted, so that I could be included, so that I could be chosen too. Being like a Superman would maybe help cover this one little thing about me that maybe people would have an issue with or have something to say. I feel like I just really got tired. I just really got tired of running in circles and just realizing that it's just all been in my head. Do you know what I mean? Like, because in reality, who really cares? Who really cares about what someone thinks about you or what they have to say about you? As long as they're not trying to murder you, girl, that's like a big win. Because safety is a big thing, because people are crazy. But other than that, if all they do is, girl, that's the way the world is, and if that's, you know, the biggest concern, just do it, just exist, just go for it, just be yourself. And that is where, you know, I am today. I feel like my 3 points today were not really exclusive to being Mexican. Well, kind of, but you know, it's mainly my experience. Let me know down below if you guys have any other points of what are some bad things of growing up Mexican and gay. I already covered this actually in an older video, which I started to watch and then I paused it because I was like, wait, girl, because I was trying to see if I had like the same things, and I kind of did, but like I feel like I discussed more about like growing up Mexican for sure. So if you want to see that, please check it out. I'll link the video down below, and you could also, like, if I can bring it up somewhere over here, I don't know. Let me know if you guys want more parts to this little series, because I kind of do want to make it a series. There's a lot of things to talk about growing up gay and Mexican, or even just being gay Mexican, you know? Don't forget to subscribe to the Mask Fantasy. Oh my god, my hair.